Buongiorno, foodies! Today we embark on a culinary journey through some of Italy's most enchanting destinations. Get ready to discover the rich flavors and timeless traditions of Italian cuisine. Our first stop for this epic Italian food tour is Panini Toscani, located in the heart of Florence. This sandwich shop is right outside the Duomo. Here you can build your own sandwich from choosing the bread, meat, cheese, and fillings. If you're not sure what to order, no need to stress. You can sample the options, or even better, ask them for their professional opinion. We ordered a focaccia with peppered salami, mild cheese, rocket, and chili peppers. This is the gold standard of what a sandwich should taste like. Panini Toscani will serve you amazing paninis with so much value at such an affordable price. We tried the viral All'Antico Vinaio, but we preferred Panini Toscani even more. And we came back to get a panini to go on our last day here in Florence. Florence is full of food options, so you honestly can't go wrong. We walked into Gustarium for a light snack while exploring the beautiful city. Gustarium is known for their focaccia-style pizza, where they ferment their dough for 48 hours to give you the base that is light and airy. They sell their pizzas by weight, and it's first come, first serve. We were lucky to have a taste of their last available pizza, which was a vegetarian style with eggplant and a red sauce. The flavors were so fresh and hearty, we thought it was a meat pizza. If you want to try it out, come early because they sell out quick. But Florence's culinary delights don't end there. We dined at a traditional restaurant, Alla, Vecchia, Bettola, to immerse ourselves in the culture and authentic Tuscan cuisine. This cozy home-style dining experience may seem chaotic, but we loved it. They offer a house wine in a huge bottle, and it was so delicious and rich. We ordered the penne alla bettola, a delicious vodka pasta that was so smooth and creamy. And the Florentine steak. This is not for the weak-hearted. The juicy T-bone steak is served rare. It has this beautiful crust and char on the outside to give it a smoky depth of flavor. The steak is very tender even though it's served rare. It is a leaner cut of meat, so don't expect it to melt in your mouth like a Wagyu would, but it is still delicious. We do recommend booking in advance because they were full house as soon as the doors open. Of course, no culinary journey in Italy is complete without exploring its world-class wines. We booked a day tour to wander through the sun-kissed vineyards of Tuscany, where all their wines are crafted with passion and precision. We sipped on a glass of reds and whites whilst indulging in bread dipped in truffle balsamic and olive oil. This was the ultimate experience that captured the heart of Tuscany. If you have a day or more to spare, we highly recommend visiting these beautiful vineyards. Who can resist pasta? Pasta is life. Trattoria Za Za is a highly rated restaurant with frescoed interior brick walls. Trattoria Za Za has a huge dining area with queues outside, so be sure to book ahead to avoid waiting in line. We ordered the clam soup, wild boar pappardelle, and truffle spaghetti carbonara. The clam soup was more than just a soup. It was a huge serving of delicious garlicky clams with slices of bread soaked in the clam soup. It was so delicious, and every bite was exploding with flavor. The carbonara was perfection. It was rich and velvety with a hint of truffle, and the spaghetti was cooked perfectly. The Boar Pappardelle was a delicious surprise. We completely forgot that it was boar. It tasted like a hearty beef pappardelle. So, if you ever get a chance to order one, give it a go. The boar was so flavorful and tender. Our experience at Trattoria Za Za exceeded our expectations. After too many wines and overloading on carbs, we decided to add some health and nutrients back into our bodies. This is a beautiful vegetarian cafe located on the outskirts of the main center. We ordered the fluffy pancakes, which came with a side of fresh fruits, and a plate of breakfast-inspired nachos. Everything was so fresh and gave us the fiber and micronutrients we needed. Our next adventure begins in the stunning coastal town of Sorrento, nestled along the picturesque Amalfi Coast. With its breathtaking views and refreshing sea breeze, Sorrento sets the perfect backdrop for a culinary escapade. First stop is La Cantinaccia del Popolo, a popular restaurant known by the locals and now tourists. With the queues starting 1 hour before they open and a free glass of house red wine while you wait, waiting in line doesn't seem that bad after a while. By the time you are seated, you will have developed a big appetite for their delicious food. We ordered their famous gnocchi, seafood basket, grilled calamari, and mussel spaghetti. The grilled calamari and seafood basket was a gift that keeps on giving. With so much variety and each type of seafood was cooked perfectly. The gnocchi was served in this huge pan and each piece was a pillow of fluffy, light potato covered in the delicious red sauce. The mussel spaghetti was fresh and flavorful. Sorrento is renowned for its citrus fruits, so of course we finished the meal with a refreshing limoncello. It was the perfect way to end this meal. Our next stop in Sorrento is O Parrucchiano La Favorita. This famous restaurant is known for their stunning lemon grove dining area and for inventing the cannelloni. They only accept reservations on the phone 2 weeks ahead of time. You are seated in a garden filled with luscious lemon trees in awe of how grand the lemon grove is. We ordered the seafood pasta, fried calamari and prawns, and the centenary cannelloni. The seafood was cooked well, but wasn't as fresh as the ones we've had at other restaurants. The pasta and cannelloni were pleasant, but slightly overcooked. For desserts, we tried a lemon dessert and their ice cream. Overall, the food was average and not one of the standout meals we've had on our trip in Italy. O Parrucchiano La Favorita is known for their beautiful dining area, so it is definitely an experience. No trip to Sorrento is complete without savouring the authentic Neapolitan pizza. Pizzeria da Franco is located on the outskirts of the busy city, known for its mouth-watering variety. From the simple margherita to the spicy diavola, their menu has something for everyone. We ordered the classic margherita to go and enjoyed it outside with a limoncello slushie. Each bite of the pizza was a perfect blend of wood-fired crust, rich sauce, and gooey cheese. If you're looking for a masterpiece that will keep you wanting more, try Pizzeria da Franco. Our last dinner in Sorrento was at Ristorante Zi Ntonio. The low arched brick ceilings gave the restaurant a cozy and intimate atmosphere. We ordered the tuna tartare, which was refreshing, light, and a perfect way to get our appetite started. For mains, we ordered a clam pasta, white wine clams, and the classic margherita pizza. The serving size of each dish was so generous. This was the first time we felt like we ordered too much seafood. You can't find fresher shellfish than you can here in Sorrento. The clams are cooked in a delicious white wine, olive oil, and garlic sauce, which perfectly highlights the natural flavors of the clams. The pasta was simple and had light flavors, and the pizza was a classic. Ristorante Zi Ntonio is a great place for families or groups to dine in with their large serving sizes and double-story dining area. Next, we venture to the heart of Italy, Rome, a city steeped in history and culinary wonders. As you explore the ancient ruins, let your taste buds embark on a journey through time. Trastevere, a food lover's dream. This bustling area is the home of so many amazing restaurants. We highly recommend staying here if you want to be walking distance to most of Rome's food. The Trappizzino, the first bite into our tour of Rome's culinary wonders. This little pizza pocket-like dish has a light doughy pouch and is filled with your topping of choice. We got the meatball and the spicy chicken. Both were so delicious and definitely got our appetite started for the rest of the trip. Next we have the Supplis. This fried ball of rice, ooey cheese, and red sauce is the ultimate Roman snack. We tried the original Suppli and the oxtail one, and they were divine and full of umami flavor. You can find these all over Rome, but Suppli Roma is rated the best in the city. When in Rome, you can eat pasta and you can also make pasta. We booked Rome with Chef, a pasta and cocktail making class. You get to experience how much work and love goes into making delicious pasta. And of course, you get to eat all of your hard work. It's such a great experience. We highly recommend booking an activity like this, whether you're traveling with friends or even solo. There's no need to pre-drink or eat before this class. Just bring yourself and be prepared to have some fun. As you wander through the beautiful Vatican City and appreciate its history and art, be sure to stop by Pastasciutta and Alla's Pizza. These stores are tucked away in an alley right outside of the Vatican, but trust me, you can't miss it from the busy queues in front. We ordered the pesto pasta, seafood pizza, and a diavola pizza. The pasta gives you a punch of flavor from the bouncy texture of the pasta, the freshness of the basil, and the richness of the pine nuts, all married together with olive oil. This pesto pasta was giving main character vibes and was so fresh. Alla's Pizza is something else. This pizza crust was crispy and light. It tasted like a hybrid between pizza and focaccia. This was one of our favorite pizzas in our trip. The toppings were so fresh and filled to the brim. The combination of these two iconic dishes was the perfect meal after a long tour. Gelato is a must in Italy, and I can see why. Frigidarium is a popular gelato store in Rome, and they even have their own flavor. The Frigidarium flavor is salted caramel, pistachio, and baci. Don't forget to ask for your gelato to be dipped in chocolate. They offer white chocolate or dark chocolate. It's reminiscent of a choc top, but even better. Rome's pasta dishes are simply divine, and Tonnorello is a restaurant that offers the best pasta and Roman dishes. We started off with a classic Roman dish, the Roman-style artichokes. This was the very first time we had artichokes, and honestly, we didn't know how to eat it. We tried picking off the leaves, eating it with a fork and knife, and regardless of how we ate it, it was delicious. It was crispy like a potato chip, and the core was flavorful and juicy like a mushroom. You need to try this. For mains, we ordered the cacio e pepe and the meatball pasta. The simple yet heavenly combination of creamy rich pecorino cheese and the black pepper in the cacio e pepe will leave you craving more. The meatballs with the red sauce was a perfect dish to cut through the richness of the cacio e pepe. The meatball was super tender, and when combined with the pasta and the red sauce, it was the perfect bite. Tonnorello is a very popular restaurant, and they do have 2 locations in Rome, so be sure to try it out. There's no better way to start your day than to have an espresso and pastries along the cobblestone roads in Rome. Sant Eustachio il Caffè is a cafe chain in Italy. We ordered an espresso, a chocolate croissant, and the giant donut. The espresso was delicious. The chocolate croissant was a bit stale and dry. And the donut. Wow, this was the highlight. It was fluffy, lightly dusted with sugar, and has a hint of lemon so that it isn't overly sweet. If you see this donut, you need to try it out. Let's change things up a little bit. If you know me, then you know by now I'm craving some noodle soup. Ristorante Phở 1 offers some classic Vietnamese dishes. We all ordered the pho combination special, a beef vermicelli dish to share, spring rolls, and the Vietnamese iced coffee. These iced coffees may look small, but they don't hold back on the caffeine hit. The pho was tasty. It had thick rice noodles, meatballs, and tender slices of beef. The spring rolls were a bit on the oily side, and the beef vermicelli was so flavorful with the added freshness from the herbs. You grab the beef, dip it into the fish sauce, and then have some vermicelli and herbs. And that gives you a perfect combination of flavor and texture. This place sure did satisfy our Asian food cravings. No exploration of Italian cuisine would be complete without tiramisu. Mr. 100 Tiramisu is known for their vast variety of tiramisu flavors, from the classic tiramisu to pistachio and more. If you want to dine in, you need to book in advance, or you can line up outside in the takeaway queue. The tiramisu was delightful and the queue was a bit of a wait, but it wasn't the best tiramisu we had. What an unforgettable culinary journey it has been. We hope you've enjoyed this flavorful journey through Florence, Sorrento and Rome, a true feast for the senses. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us on our next culinary adventure. Ciao for now, and thank you so much for watching.